Greetings, YouTube. It's the Panther, and we've all been there. You go on YouTube basically to check for one video, and you end up seeing that suggestion box, another interesting video. So you click on that one, then you click on the next one, you click on the next one, and then you don't even know where you ended up or where you started. You are looking up, I don't know, a nice fondue recipe, and all of a sudden you end up searching whether or not the color green can give you herpes. You know, this happens to us all the time. You know, that's the power of YouTube. So many possibilities, just an infinite library of content that you can watch. And that happened to me today. So I was remembering a joke from a couple of years ago that remains my favorite joke of all time. And it was a joke told by Norm Macdonald. And it's a joke about a moth. And I'm not going to spoil it for you because I do want you guys to actually see this video yourself. It is the best joke I ever heard. But after seeing this, I was like, you know what? This Norm Macdonald guy, he's a funny motherfucker. Let me look up some other stuff that he's done. So, you know, I click on this Swedish-German video. I click on this Slays on Late Night video. Some Adam Sandler stuff, some ESPYs things. And all of a sudden, I end up on this video, which is called Norm Saves the Interview. And in it, he's on Conan, but he already did his spot. And he's obviously, you know, further on the couch with Andy. And the woman that's being interviewed is the woman from Melrose Place and that awful Jim Belushi sitcom. And I think she was on 2.5 Men. I'm sorry, I don't know her name. But, so he's off to the side. And she winds up revealing that she was in a Carrot Top movie. And Norm slays, and he's making fun of the fact that this went on. And the movie that she was in Carrot Top with was Chairman of the Board. And that brought me back to this video. Nostalgia Critics Chairman of the Board review, which is a classic. It's really funny. And I was like, okay, obviously this movie is terrible, but let me just look up how terrible it was. So I went on IMDB, and I was looking up reviews for it, and I stumbled on the first review. And the first review made me laugh my ass off so hard, maybe more than anything in a very long time. So that gave me an idea for a show where we just dive into the depths of IMDb and find the funniest reviews. And this will be the first of that video series. I have no idea what I'm going to call it yet, but it's just going to be a video where I look up just terrible movies and look for the funniest reviews possible, and I share them with you. So, let's give a little background to Chairman of the Board here. Okay. Came out in March 13th, 1998, or 13th of March, 1998, if you're not from America. Stars Carrot Top. Courtney Thorne Smith. Okay, that was the person who was being interviewed. Larry Miller is actually a funny dude. Does it have any kind of synopsis to let you guys know what it's about? Oh yeah, storyline. Here we go. A serpent inventor, Edison, because that's clever, is chosen by his roommates to raise rent with his outrageous and absurd inventions. Because Carrot Top's a product from the... There's no luck in job interviews until he meets a billionaire, Armand Macmillan, who likes him and leaves his company after his death to Edison. Edison has a lot of success with his inventions, while the company's competitors do all they can to destroy him. Written by Anonymous. Okay, so we can see the rating here. This is pretty classically bad. A 2.3 on IMDb probably puts it in the lower 500 categories, or whatever it is that is their lowest barometer of success. But the first review, like I said, made me laugh my ass off. So we're gonna dim the lights a little bit, and we're gonna take a look at this review. Okay. First of all, credit to T. Brewer from Wisconsin, and he wrote this review on June 15, 2004. Okay, let's read it. This is not just the worst movie I've ever seen. It's the worst movie that's ever been or ever could be. There's a notorious scene in John Waters' Pink Flamingos where the drag queen Divine picks up an actual piece of dog feces and eats it. That is capital S delight, compared to the moment in Chairman of the Board when Carrot Top leans in to kiss actress Courtney Thorne-Smith. Indeed, Thorne-Smith deserves an honorary Oscar for not vomiting her small intestines the second Top's fish underbelly skin came within taser range of her lips. I have spent the better part of my life a happy-go-lucky atheist, endlessly circling an epistemological cul-de-sac, foolishly content in the delusion that naught but unremarkable randomness and the caprice of evolution govern our planet and our lives. I wrote this now as a careworn and drudging theist, cursed with the metaphysical certainty that God exists and there must indeed be a reckoning. Only a literal hell can restore to the universe a sense of order and return to our souls thirsting for justice for humanity, for capable subscribers everywhere, and not the least of all, for Courtney Thorne-Smith, a small measure of peace. Indeed, Mr. Top's crushingly unfunny film is a long, jagged scar across our collective unconscious. It is your hopes and dreams replaced by a dying, weeping child, crushed and at all once bereft of breath in your unconsoling and unconsolable embrace. It is blood in your stool on the eve of your wedding day. It is an unaccounted for prosthetic eyeball swimming languidly in your vegetable pad thai. It is happiness itself blotted forever from the cosmos. Carrot Top is the worst human being who has ever lived or ever will live. Stalin? What's a pogrom here or there? Pol Pot? The killing fields are the sweet songs of seraphim heard with the fragrant bosom of your lover compared to this dread offering. Hitler? She recovered by and by. There is no Marshall Plan for the pain and ruin we Chairman of the Board survivors must endure the sad remainder of our now squalid lives. Not only are there no laughs in this movie, this film will steal laughs from the rest of your life. It represents a debt that can't be repaid. Not now, not here, not in Superman's bizarro world, not in a far future galaxy run by countless trillions of nanorobots singularly programmed to wipe away forever the stain of this film, a film that is now irretrievably etched in thousands of banshee-screaming layers of space-time. What's done is done. Through every cell of your body may cry out in anguish, and every ribbon of DNA struggle mightily against the unslakable urge to rip itself asunder. There can be no peace. Not for you, not for your children, not for your children's children. Satan, to put it all too bluntly, has won. The collective efforts of millions of preachers, doctors, philanthropists, inventors, kings, queens, philosophers, and humble servants of God throughout history are but piffle and dreck. At Carrot Top's official website, www.ohmygodwhyamittypingthis/ someone please take my eyes out with a melon baller, / and fill the raw moist sockets with molten pig iron, / lest the next thing I see be Carrot Top's shiny discus tinghead.org / index HTML. Carrot Top offers 8x10 glossaries of himself for $10 a piece. If deep within 342 pages of legislation compromising the USA Patriot Act, there had been a provision for abolishing civil liberties and reproductive rights of all purchasers of the graven image of this excretionable amalgam of Ed Kind's lampshade skin and circus peanut-colored horror, I for one have been happy to donate every last dollop of fat and tallow in my belly, buttocks, thighs, and shanks to grease the skids for fascism once and for all. But alas, the right to be screamingly unfunny and to slobber to the horrifying effect on attractive blonde actresses is a long-recognized pillar of our democracy. The right to enjoy watching this sort of similarly entrenched as is the right to watch dwarf tossing, to view pornography in which midgets peeing is the central theme, and to stare at the noonday sun. Still though, I've never met a Carrot Top fan. They are presumably out there. According to his website, he performs in Las Vegas a lot. Believe me, I would prefer to see a Siegfried and Roy show in which their tigers brace loose and devour half the audience and the better part of my lower torso. In fact, Carrot Top came to my home earlier this year. Some poor reporter at our local paper had to write a future story on him. Knowing that writing anything about Carrot Top doesn't completely savage him is akin to being one of the PR flacks assigned to spin the bobble thing for Union Carbide. I can sympathize with this poor fellow. But not that much. For when it comes to Carrot Top, his stupid AT&T commercials, or that steaming pile of oval Chairman of the Board, you're either with us or you're with the terrorists. Suffice to say, you're better dead than red. Alright, guys, I'm gonna have to edit that down so much because I fucked up so many times between laughing and between all the big words. This guy put way too much effort into this review. But I'm gonna say his name again. Hold up. T. Brewer from Appleton, Wisconsin. This guy gave me a laugh that I can never repay. And I hope that I do justice with that delivery of it, because it was damn funny. Alright, so I'm gonna probably do this again. I really enjoyed it. Until that time, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter. I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye.